Hello and welcome to Martin Lucas Investors channel. My name is Sensei Crypto and I'm here doing the Sunday show for you all. Thank you all for tuning in. We're going to be covering your requests and some of the requests that we have received this week and last week in the title, such as FFIE, GME, FSRN, SPCE, NKLA, Bitcoin, and XRP. We'll see if we can cover them all, but I will be focusing on the members' requests. If you are watching this live, please do hit the like button. If you're watching this later on, not live, I'll have timestamps below so you can see each stock that we do cover during this show. It might not be all of the ones in the title, but you can have a look through the timestamps and see your favorite stocks or watch all the way through. But do also hit the like button if you're watching this later on and let me know in the comments. If you haven't already, please do subscribe. And let's get right into it. We are live a little bit early. Currently, the England game is playing, so I don't expect a big audience. But thank you for those who are tuning in. Have to hide some of these comments. We've got someone called William who's trolling today, so let's not give that any time. Anyway, okay, let's see who we've got in the show today. We have Martin was here. Hello, Martin. Hello, Malk. Malk UK. Hi, Martin. Hi, and gents. Hello, Malk. Nice to see you here. Is everything running okay? Yes, we've got that live. Perfect. Please, would you like to review wearable device WLDS? Unfortunately, I can't review anything for the non-members, especially when we only have an hour. I have to end on time today, so I'm going to be focusing on the members' requests and what's in the title. If you do want to become a member, I will definitely, as a one-off, do that for you straight away. Normally, I do members' requests here and there. However, if you become a member, I'll definitely do that for you now. Hi, Malk, Sensei, and Ugendeli. I probably butchered that name, so sorry about that. Hi, Martin, says Liam. We've got Development Alert here. Hello, Development Alert Uganda. I hope you are well. Hope you're doing well. Who do we have next? We have Barger, Blaster, Plug. If you want me to do a chart on Plug, if you become a member now, just unfortunately you're not a member, so I can't do that straight away. If you want to become a member, I'll do that for you right now. And I can turn it into a whole video for you. Zach Zate is here. Hi, all. One eye on Sensei and one eye on England's soccer team. We call it football here, but I understand. Good luck to both. Thank you very much, Zach Zate. We've got Steve here. Hello, Steve. Mr. RB Canal. Hey, guys and girls. Welcome into the show. Ed Spencer, I got a full refund for my previous super chats. Now I know I can exploit Apple and afford more super chats. Interesting, Ed. I don't know what that means. John Garnforth. Oh, okay, we've got a super chat. Oh, you were saying you're going to super chat. Thank you, Ed Spitzer. That'll play out in a second. Do really appreciate the super chats. Yes, any super chats today is going to be mainly focused on you. So chart requests. If you want to do a super chat, you'll be right after Ed Spitzer. I don't think we have enough time to do just any members' requests. So if you want to do a super chat, don't get me wrong, it's greatly appreciated. Supports the channel, supports me and Martin Studios, everything. So thank you for doing that. Definitely supports the channel, but it also helps. If you do a super chat, then I will definitely be doing your review. It highlights it. So Microcloud hologram chart, ticker symbol HOLO. We will be doing that for Ed Spitzer. John Grantford is here. Happy Father's Day, says Zach. Yes, happy Father's Day to everyone. Do we miss a few comments? No. Here's the link. One sec.
Ed Spitzer donated $9.99 through a super chat. Microcloud hologram chart analysis, please $HOLO.
That is the first thing we are going to do. We're going to do HOLO. Let me see. Yes, we will be doing HOLO hologram. We can even do it as you gave $10. We'll do it as a video for you. Cover maybe some of the fundamentals as well. Thank you, Ed. What about SPC? Langton, if we have time, we'll definitely cover it. Go SPC, says John. Yes, we are supportive of SPC. We want to see it succeed. No specific review request, but do you think there'll be a second wave of the meme craze surpassing the first one? Ooh, meme crazes come and go. Are you talking crypto or stocks? Before I invest, are you Jewish? Prefer not to answer questions, but personal questions like that. But no, I am not Jewish. It's a strange question. I didn't have to answer that, but no problem at all. I lost way too much to donate. Sorry, no worries at all, Bob. It's literally, I understand if you can't, but I think it's a couple dollars a month, and you do get a lot more out of it than you put in. But of course, that is your choice. And it was Ed Spitzer's choice to donate, and now we're going to do a full analysis for HOLO. Micro cloud computing. Do we have any chart previously on this? Doesn't seem like we do. Let's get alpha spread on it as well. HOLO. Investing in what? Sorry, Bob. I don't understand what's going on. Don't need you to invest in anything. I don't give financial advice. So. No, that's the wrong one. Sorry, that's put me off. HOLO. HOLO chain. Is it HOLO chain? No. Think of a crypto now. HOLO. Microcloud. Why is that not coming up? HOLO. Micro. Oh, we go. Uh-oh. Alpha spreads doesn't like it. Alpha spread doesn't like it. What's the price now? 132. Yeah, alpha spread doesn't like it. Let's see if maybe we can get some answers from ChatGPT as well. And I'll do as a full video for you, Ed Spitzer. I'll definitely cover the chart analysis because that seems like what I'm sure you know about the fundamentals, but it might give you a new perspective. Let's make sure we give it all the details. Microcloud. Let's ask it a few questions, get it ready for the video, and then I'll do the full analysis for you, Ed. Bear with me for just another 30 seconds, and I'll get some questions ready for the video. Okay, let's quickly read the comments and then start our first review request. Remember, if you wanted to give a super chat, then I will be doing a video or a chart analysis for you. You're doing well. That's good to hear. Thank you for all the work you do. Henrik is here. Good evening. Hi, Henrik. Richard Branson. I'm just going to ignore Bob for now. I'll catch you. Let's. But Fisker reported Q2 earnings quietly. Stock news. Baz, thank you for that. We'll report on that as well. Good evening, everyone. In and out, Vaz. Okay, let's get started on our first request. If you haven't already, please do hit the like button. Want to make sure everything's okay. Yeah. Okay. Breaking news on. Oh, I didn't take note of the time. Silly me. Let me do that again. Let me do that again. 10:45. Breaking news on Martyn Lucas Investor. Today we are looking at Microcloud hologram, ticker symbol HOLO, HOLO. We're going to be looking at a full chart analysis, my targets, where I'll be buying, where I'll be selling, the resistance and supports, and some trade setups on the chart. Not only that, we'll be looking at recent news, we'll be looking at AI software, which will tell us its intrinsic value. Is there any um, selling going on? What does Wall Street think the target's going to be? We're also going to be looking at, I'm looking at it now, which is a few questions I've asked my AI model about how much of the, for example, one of the questions is what percentage of the shares are shorted, and then we can do a full analysis on HOLO. So let's get right into it. Let's start off with the chart. We're looking at the chart here, and we're at 132. It is, I believe, the lowest price it's ever been. It is at all-time lows. Where it closed on Friday was basically the lowest ever daily candle close on um, on the stock, which is never a good sign. There's definitely something going wrong with this stock. However, the market cap is only $7 million. So uh, for the semiconductor industry, this is one of the lowest market cap stocks out there. It is still not below a dollar, so it's not yet. What's the word? It's not yet going to be delisted. It's that pressure's not on it yet. It is holding above a dollar. What else do you know about the company? It engages in research, development, and application of holographic technologies. So let's get back to the chart. We'll start analyzing it. So we've got this bottom here from not only Friday, but actually it traded here on the 30th of May 2024, and it did bounce from this level. A couple of days later, it was up 52%. So you can see the swings on this stock allow a lot of money to be made just by trading in and out of the stock. Remember, I'm not here to give you financial advice. I don't give financial advice. All my content is what I'm doing with my own money. It's my journey. It's educational content. It is no way financial advice. So I don't want anyone going out there and selling all their HOLO or buying all their HOLO based on anything I said. I just want to give my perspective. What I'm looking for at levels like this, if I bring the RSI on as well, is it oversold? Um, on the daily, unfortunately, that signal is not there. It's actually in the bearish control zone on the daily. However, if you go over to the 3-day, for example, sorry, I think it's on the weekly, you're still at 44. So it's not showing sell exhaustion, too much selling going on. Even though the stock price has been plummeting, it's unfortunately, the RSI is not giving us a signal to say too much selling has been going on relative to previous volatility. There's actually, the only good news is on the weekly, on the MACD, we see the momentum changing over here. You see these green bars over here. When these green bars appear, it means the momentum is turning over to the buyer side. There are buyers which are coming into the stock, and the momentum is in their favor. If we go back to the daily and see if we've got the same confirmation, we are still green, but the momentum is going slower. So on the midterm, it looks like it's okay on the MACD. However, we don't have the RSI and the MACD giving us the same news, so that sort of cancels each other out. So I wouldn't base anything just solely based on those indicators. What I want to see in the week coming forward, and actually weeks coming forward, is to see this 132 level hold. And the reason I say this is because if that happens, what should occur is a double bottom, meaning you've got a W structure where the price has gone up, the price has come back to test that that bottom is secure and it's holding its support, and that's that 132 level I'm talking about. And to come back up, give us this sort of W structure, which is also formed by this downtrend here. And then we have a target of trying to get back to that $2. So it's another chance to have a trade in place where you can make another 55% on this stock. And it's something and having looked at this chart now, is considering something I'm considering doing. So yes, as you can see, the price target to the upside is about 50%, and I can show you this in relative of a trade if you do want to trade in and out of this stock. We'll also be looking at the news for maybe if you want to be holding this stock for a more longer term approach. But the trade setup would be very simple, very low risk trade. Again, not financial advice. What's low risk to me might not be low risk to you, for example, but it would be something like this, where you've got your stop loss just below the support at 132, in case they try and flush you out, and then you've got your take profit. It doesn't have to be all the way up. You can take a quick Fibonacci, and I'll tell you the price I'll probably be taking my profits. It'll be something closer to the 184 level. So that's one trade, which is more of a shorter term trade on this stock. If you're looking at more of the long term, we did have a point, as you can see here. I think it hit very close to 132. It hit 150, and the stock exploded in price, and went all the way up to about $100. So you can see it's a very volatile stock, which which can provide a lot of returns in a small space of time. If we take that low to the high, then you're also looking at a longer term target of about $22. So those are my two targets, and one trade and one long-term target, which is about $22. You do also have this resistance overhead around these moving averages, one being at the $2 level, one being between $5 and $7, and one being about $10. Those are areas where you can dollar cost average out of the stock. But going over to our AI model, which is Alpha Spread, you can see here Martyn has done a review on this. I think it was trading around $18 at the time. We can have a quick listen in.
800, 2,700 in the last 3 months, but today it's 1,100 and it's still.
We have been trading this stock. I think Ed Nevius has been on top of this stock for our movers. This was up 1,134% when we were covering it last. If we do go up and look at the intrinsic value, our AI model is saying that intrinsic value is actually below $1. It's between 43 and 69 cents. It does look like this company is going, I think it might be going. Actually, I won't say it because I don't know enough about this company. But just off the market cap and the way the stock trajectory is going, I was about to say it might be going bankrupt. So it's better to be trading in and out of this stock. The profitability score is very low. However, the solvency score is actually higher than I was expecting. We've got Wall Street targets of nothing. Wall Street is not covering the stock at the moment, and that's why we are covering the stock, thanks to a suggestion from Ed Spitzer. So thank you again, Ed Spitzer. If we go over to our next AI model, we have got a few questions lined up. First question I asked it is, what percentage is currently shorted? It's about 30%, so it is a heavily shorted stock right now. So that's one reason why people might be buying it, hoping for a short squeeze. It's a significant level of short squeeze, indicating there's considerable bearish sentiment among investors regarding the future performance of this stock. So that's one thing to bear in mind, that yes, it's shorted a lot. Yes, there might be a short squeeze. However, there is a reason this stock is being shorted heavily, as because of there is bearish sentiment around this stock. The next question I asked was, what are the growth perspectives for HOLO in the next 5 years? And this is what it's come up with. Industry position and technology. Microcloud hologram operates in the cutting edge field of holographic technology, offering services such as holographic LiDAR solutions, digital twin technology, and holographic imaging. This positions the company well in rapidly growing market of holographic and augmented reality technologies, which are expected to see a significant demand in industries such as automotive, healthcare, and entertainment. So it's positioned in a good market. So it does have infinite room to grow, especially from the market cap it is now. Recent performance and market movements. The stock has seen extreme volatility with significant spikes in its price, driven by news such as joining industry associations and potential advancements in their technology offerings. 3. Financial health. Financially, the company reported annual revenues of 28 million, but also net loss of 11 million, so it is losing money. This indicates that while there is revenue generation, profitability remains a challenge. Number 4, growth potential and market sentiment. Analysts and investors are cautiously optimistic about the company's future. The joining of communications industry. The joining of Communications Industry Association is seen as a strategic move to align with the next generation technology developments, potentially increasing the company's market share. And number 5, and finally, the investment and development. Microcloud Hologram has been actively developing new technologies such as HOLO, digital human GPT, and securing funding for growth. These initiatives are aimed at expanding their technological capacities and market reach. And I said, what's the market sentiment around it? HOLO has experienced significant price fluctuations, including dramatic surge of 600% in a single session earlier this year. We saw actually it was higher than that, but at market close it was about 600%. Such extreme volatility indicates a high level of speculative trading, which involves both retail and institutional investors looking to capitalize on short-term price movements, and that's why I'd rather trade this, copy what the institutions are doing. So short interest and bearish indicators. As of now, approximately 30% of the float is sold short, which is again, high short interest suggests that many investors are betting against the stock. Recent developments and optimism. Despite the overall cautious sentiment, there has been some optimistic developments. The company's announcement of joining communications industries associated to accelerate next generation technology has been positively received, sparking interest. And financial performance. Microcloud reported an annual revenue of 28 million, but also incurred a loss, as we've already covered. So that's some news I've put towards you. Do with that what you will. What I've taken away from it is that it is a highly volatile stock, and instead of holding it long term, the way I would be viewing this would be holding this in a way where I can trade in and out of it, maybe having a long-term bag, but however adding to that bag with these volatile movements within the stock. So I'll be trading it, taking most of my profits and putting some of that profit on the side until we come back to a lower level and be buying it back. So if you did like the video, please do hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't already. If you have any questions on this stock or if you want your own review, you can always do a super thanks below, but you can check out the video over here, which might be another hologram video, and there will be a playlist over here for you to watch. So thank you for watching the video. Until next time, take care of yourselves and each other. Amazing. I can't even see what the time. 23:36. Sorry, 23:36. I've got a light beaming down on me. 23:36. Let me write that down. That is the time of the video I just made for Ed Spitzer. And did we get another super chat to review now? No, it would have read out, wouldn't it? Let's see what comments we've got, and then we can always move on to the next stock. I will be leaving in about half an hour. I need to end on time today. Let's see what we've got here. News on management change coming in. Big hands over the and the big hand over Virgin Galactic to move to their new home this week. New start first. Fact checked M4 TDD. There is no evidence of the statement you made. There is no confirmation of management change. Or be careful. M4 TTD often claim. Yeah, please. He's not a member. We can't verify if he's even a human being, to be honest. Which is another reason of the membership. It's AI is getting out of hand. I mean, there's great uses for it, as we've just seen, but also it can just be chatbots. And again, I think Martyn is saying we've got information from him before which hasn't been correct. So please do your own research. What's the worst that can happen? $100 turns into 10,000. I own 3,052 shares. Yeah, again, I mean, as long as you're not expecting this to be a safe return, as long as you don't mind losing in what you put in, then then what is the worst that can happen? You lose your money. So very simple. But thank you, Ed Spitzer, for that. SPC gets to change. SPC gets the chance to become a penny stock again before the test flights. Oh God, I really hope not after the split. Angel says, "How's this different from FFIE other than being on the delisting list, which has been extended to the hearing?" It's a completely different company, Angel. I plan to get my SPC back after they've settled. Interesting, Ed Spitzer. Will it be too late then? I'm not sure. Sensei, I'm now mining Bitcoin Cash. I've been learning everything I can about mining. I'm now looking at getting a second, more powerful miner. James, I love it. Maybe we should make you a Discord channel where you can post all your mining updates. It's very, very interesting. If you're interested in that, we can set that up for you, James. Craig, same here, Ed, but not touching until next year. If HOLO works out, Ed Spitzer, weren't you just a member a second ago? Maybe not, maybe just today. Maybe you just did a super chat. Let me make sure this is on. If HOLO works out, I'll be able to buy space shares back and not worry about it. Fingers crossed, scalper here. Scalping is the way I would go about it. Good luck to you, Ed. Hello, what are the predictions for natural gas with incoming US heatwave? We can have a look at it if you do want to become a member. Note taken, says Ed Spitzer. It's an inevitable, no reason to not just trend down. My membership ran out. I have to renew. The Ed Spitzer, the link is above. It's in the chat here. If you do want to click on it and do that, you have to do it on a browser, I believe. If you just click on the link, it will take you to Safari, and you can do that. If you're on an iPhone or if you're on an Android, then it will do it straight away. I would recommend doing it so you get your badge back. If you leave it too long, then you lose your badge, and it's always nice to have the badge. But thank you for your super chat anyway, Ed. So let's move on to the next stock on the list, which we'll just blast through a few of these reviews. Won't do them as videos, I don't believe, unless we get a request. So FFIE, let me just see what's going on here. Let's see. Okay, so for FFIE, we've got we're between two levels. We're between 38 cents and 60 cents. The way I would trade FFIE, if I was going to trade it, if I wanted to gamble on it, it's nothing more than a gamble, I believe, at these sort of levels. Yes, the market cap isn't horrendous, but it's not like the last stock we just saw. But 226 million is still a lot of value that this company can lose. Remember, it went up a crazy amount recently. The way I would do it, I won't want to be sticking around, even though I do actually have shares in FFIE at the moment. I wanted to do an experiment on FFIE versus GME, which one would come out on top. And right now, let's have a look. We have got where do I see I'm still getting used to this. Robinhood UK. FFI I'm down 20% on, which is not brilliant, and GME I am down 35% on. So FFIE is performing better right now. But of course, still down 20%, which is not good. But it's money that I can afford to lose, and that's the only way I'd be playing with FFI and GME. I'll be buying more at 38 cents. I'll be selling around 60 cents. If it gets above 60 cents, I won't be selling all my shares at 60 cents. I'll be selling some. If it gets above that, then my next take profit is 90 cents, and the area I'd be probably looking to sell the vast majority is at that $1. $1. If we ever get back up there, it's the time to take the profits, in my opinion. Again, not financial advice. Just because there'll be that's the area that we needed to hold. A lot of limit orders to buy there. And that's why we made a really nice trade at that $1 mark. And in one day, we made about 50%. It'll be the exact opposite in my opinion, once we get to that $1, there'll be a lot of sell orders there, and we'll come back down. So that's why you might want to set your limit orders at 95 cents to sell, and then maybe try and find an entry point. If we do break the 38 cents level, we lose all moving averages, and it can really drop like a stone. So let's go on to the next request, which was we found out was GME. If you do want to interrupt me and do your stock, I will be looking at your membership request. Anyone who's a member, I'll look at your request. And if you want to give us a super chat, I'll stop what I'm doing straight away. So for GME, it's not really been holding the support. My buy zone's around $16 to $17, and my sell zone's around 48 cents. We can get rid of this trend line now. It's very simple for me. Between $15 and about, that moving average has moved up a little bit. Between $15 and $20, I'll be DCAing between those levels, and if we get a chance to sell at 48, it might not even be 48 anymore. Let's see what we can. Might even be at sort of that level then. Selling around $40 as well. Very simple. Let's move on to the next. FSRN. It's dropped below the channel now, Fisker. We're looking at Fisker now. I guess we have entered the trade slightly at the 4 cents level, looking to take profits at 10 cents. But I'll be very careful. This can go down to about 1.5 cents. There's not really a main trade to be trade to be taken. This trade was from if we hit the parallel channel again. But I'll be very careful. There's not really a trade to be in. But if it does gain momentum, that 12 cents level is where I'll take profits, and about that 1.5 cents is where I might be buying more, and just below that would be my stop loss. Again, not a trade to be taken right now, in my opinion. Can I make it a full video? And okay, thank you, Martin, for the request. Yes, let's do that. Let's get what's next. Yeah, next is SPCE, so we'll turn it into a video. Let's see if ChatGPT knows anything about this split. I'm just seeing if we can get if ChatGPT has any information on it. Ed Spitz is doing double super chats. What else do you want, Ed Spitz? Any other news? I'm just asking ChatGPT to see if we can add some context to our SPC video. Any other news about this split? How will it affect shorted shares? Okay, let's do the video on SPCE. Okay. We are still running okay. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 screens currently going on, so sorry if my eyes are all over the place. So there's always room for a 14th. um, okay, let's do SPCE. Okay. Breaking news on Martyn Lucas Investor. We are looking at SPCE Virgin Galactic today. We're going to be looking at the charts and how this reverse split is going to affect the chart. We're also going to be looking at some news and AI model that will tell us more about what's going to be happening and how to be trading it on its first week of the reverse split, what my targets are going to be as well. So thank you for joining this video. Please do watch until the end because I'll be showing you something special at the end as well. Do please hit the like button if you haven't already to show the support for the SPCE community. We do, I do, Martyn does. We love Virgin Galactic. We want to see it succeed. There are a few things that we would love to change about the company, but Martyn's been covering this from the beginning. So please do hit that like button and so show some support for Martyn for everything he's done for the SPCE community. So yeah, so the price of SPC currently is 68 cents. If we look at the 5-minute chart and see what happened in the after hours when it got announced, we had the biggest ever 5-minute candle to the downside. We had a movement of 30% in a 5-minute candle. If we move over to the 1-minute time frame, you can see most of that was within the first minutes of that news coming out. Within the first 1 minute, the stock fell. In 1 minute, the stock fell 18%, and the next minute, as a total, it fell about 30%, which is absolutely crazy. There was people on the sidelines waiting for that news to come out, shorting the stock, a bit of manipulation going on there, an absolutely amazing value to be buying the stock at, in my opinion. Again, I'm not here to give financial advice, but that price drop was an area where a lot of money could have been made. So yeah, it dropped as low as just under 60 cents, about 59 cents that price hit. And we did have a buy level set up at 65 cents. So the next day, we actually made a profit of 21%. That's why I have these levels set up. That's why I keep saying it's all about levels. And the reason it's about levels is because you can buy at a level and sell at the next level and keep adding to your long-term shares, or just trade it however you want to do it. There's a way of buying at a certain level, having limit orders set up in case of news like that, where you can sell, reevaluate, take those profits and see where you want to buy back, or just take your profits and go. Again, I'm not giving financial advice, it's just my strategy. So yeah, we're currently at 68 cents. My buy target was 65 cents. We've already hit that, so I'll be careful about that area. Again, all of this chart's going to change. There's a reverse split being announced, so I will talk in terms of percentages right now, because the next time I do a chart video, it's not going to be under $1. So yeah, there might be what I'm expecting is at some point a 23% move upwards from the price we are at currently, more of a midterm target for me. And sort of a worst case is that 50 cents level right now, and to the downside from now, that's about another 27% move to downside. So again, you can play it both ways. It might go to the upside first, it might go to the downside first. So I would have limit orders set up at the 50 cents level now, where it's going to be about I think it'll be at about the $10 mark, which is about 27% down from where it is now. And then again, my sell level will be about another 23% up, and that's more of my sort of short midterm targets. My shorter term targets are about 6% to the downside, and about 10% to the upside. If we go over to the news about this split, um, we can see what the AI model has to say about this, which is Virgin Galactic Holdings recently announced a 1-for-20 reverse stock split, which became effective on June the 14th, 2024. We haven't seen the updated charts. That will be in the week going forward. What this means for the stock: the reverse stock split consolidates every 20 shares into one, reducing the total number of shares outstanding and proportionally increasing the share price. This move aims to boost the per share price of price to meet the New York Stock Exchange minimum bid price requirement for the continued listing. We knew that this was coming. We knew that they had the meeting on this. They haven't left it too long for it to be under $1. They're actually planning on it before it went under $1, um, or at least for an extended amount of time. And now the announcement came with a 20-to-1. People are taking that as bad news just because they might be overdoing it. However, it means they hopefully won't have to do it over and over again. Over this period of getting to Delta, we might see substantial price decreases and sideways movement. In my opinion. So do be careful with the stock. It's not a guaranteed way to make money. No stock is. Impacts on the company. Regulatory compliance. The primary goal is to maintain compliance with the New York Stock Exchange listing requirements with I can't even say that was a minimum share price. They have to stay above a minimum share price. Market perception. Reverse splits can sometimes signal financial struggles, potentially causing investor concern about the company's health and future perspectives. Impact on investors. Share value. Investors will see an increase in price per share, but the total value of their holdings remain the same. Immediately after split, for example, 1,000 shares at $1 will become 50 shares at $20 each. So don't be alarmed when you see all your shares drop by a factor of 20. You've still got the same amount of money invested in SPCE. Fractional shares. No fractional shares will be issued. Instead, stockholders entitled to fractional shares will receive a cash payment based on the post-split share. So be wary of that as well. That might happen on most exchanges. Market sentiment. Initially, the announcement led to a drop in share price, including market skepticism. Investors need to monitor how the market adjusts post-split, which can provide insights into investor confidence and stability. Strategic context. Virgin Galactic is navigating a challenging market environment, and the reverse split is part of their broader strategic initiatives. The company is focusing on advancing its space tourism business and aims to use this restructuring to stabilize its stock and prepare for future growth. In summary, the reverse split for Virgin Galactic is a significant move to comply with listing standards and stabilize its stock, though it brings mixed sentiment regarding the company's financial health and future perspective. Investors should stay informed. The impact on short sellers, short position adjustment. Short sellers will have. So I heard some people saying this will affect short sellers. There's a lot of short sellers. It won't affect short sellers. Short sellers will have their positions adjusted just like the investor, and proportionally. If an investor was short 2,000 shares before the split, they will be short 100 shares after the split, with the value adjusted to reflect the new share price. Potential short squeeze. Reverse splits can sometimes trigger a short squeeze if the adjusted share price becomes more volatile, making it riskier and more expensive to maintain short positions, but it won't because the price is going.
Ed Spitzer donated $1.99 through a super chat. Rap Technologies.
Thank you, Ed Spitzer. The adjusted share price becomes more volatile. Just to go on this point of the short squeeze, um, the adjusted price shouldn't become more volatile as the price is increasing. So that's one thing to take into account, but who knows? Impact on the company. New York Stock Exchange compliance, a primary goal. We already covered that. Market perception. While reverse splits can signal financial distress, Virgin Galactic aims to stabilize its stock and set a foundation for future growth. I want to ask it one more question and see what it thinks about why such a large reverse stock split is this bad that it is 20 to 1, or is it normal? Sorry for my typing on a keyboard I'm not used to. So here we go. Virgin Galactic decision to implement a 1-to-20 reverse split is indeed significant, and there are several factors that might justify such a large ratio. Compliance with listing requirements. The primary reason for the we've already a high ratio helps ensure the post-split share price is well above the minimum threshold, reducing risk of future non-compliance. They don't want to have any problems with the New York Stock Exchange again. That's one reason. Two, but does that mean that they're expecting it to go down that much, or are they just planning so that they don't have a problem with the stock exchange again? That's something you should ask yourself. Number two, market perception and stability. A higher share price post split can improve market perception, as very low share price are often associated with companies in financial distress. This can attract institutional investors who have restrictions on purchasing low price stocks. A very, very interesting point there. It's basically saying maybe Virgin Galactic's management made a good decision. I know it's crazy to say, but maybe they have. Maybe they did it so it doesn't look like a penny stock anymore. So it doesn't have the chance of going under $5 and being classed as a penny stock. Institutions that don't even take a look at stocks under $5 might take a second look at Virgin Galactic. Maybe it looks like it's a proper space company that's not trading at $1 or $5 or $4. It makes it look like a proper company. Number three, reducing volatility. A higher stock price can reduce volatility, making the stock less attractive to day traders and short-term speculators, thereby potentially stabilizing their investor base. Is 20? I asked, is it bad or normal? So it's not common, but it's but not unprecedented. While 20-to-1 reverse splits are relatively large, it's not unprecedented. Reverse splits are typically seen as a last resort to prop a sagging stock price, and ratios can vary widely depending on company specific needs and goals. Ratios like 1-to-10 and 1-for-15 and even 1-for-20 are used when the companies need to make significant impact on their stock price. Looks like they're worried about the stock price after all. Looks like they care about the stock price after all. We'll have to wait and see if they implement some management changes. That will really show that they're trying to turn the company around. Implications such as large split. Such a large split can be perceived as a negative signal indicating company has been struggling to maintain its stock price. However, it's also a strategic move to ensure compliance and potentially attract a different class of investors. So that's the news. So that's what's happening with SPCE. We're all going to see a change in our investment portfolios. So with the amount of shares. So I wish you all good luck. There will be more videos up here and over here and over here. Please do take a look at them. I forgot what I was going to say, but I think I shared all the information there with you. So if you did enjoy the video, please leave a like and a comment. Until next time, take care of yourselves and each other. 49.09. Let's have a quick look at Wrap Technologies for Ed. Martyn Eraser can buy a HOLO. Yeah, a lot of people can buy a HOLO that on this channel actually. But Stephen can buy it. Let's quickly, we're running out of time, so we've got one super chat. So I'll only be focusing on the super chats now. So let's see Wrap Technologies. Won't do it as a video, but we can have a good look at the price. Uh-oh. It's breaking support again. Not looking good. So if you remember, we were looking at the stock, and I had my sell zone set up between $4 and $4.55. It went exactly up to that zone. Remember that day where we had that really weird spike? Um, that was a point to sell. I mean, I didn't sell at $7, but about $5. I've been out of the stock actually, because of this downtrend. It didn't hold its first level of support. It's been in a terrible downtrend since. This was supposed to be the next level of support, and it's not holding it. It looks like it's going all the way back down to maybe, I think, the next level. Oh, we've got another super chat.
Vaz
Oh,
donated
Vaz.
£1.99 through a super chat. Have we done Asti, please? Sorry I was late.
No worries. Thank you, Vaz, for popping in. We haven't done Asti. Can someone update me on the England score? What's going on in that match? um, have we done the Asti? Were you watching the football, Vaz? Is that why you're late? That's why it came to my attention. Thank you for the super chat. We haven't covered Asti, but I'll have a quick look at it for you as well. They didn't even do their earnings. Okay. Who didn't do their earnings? Oh, Red Bull Recent. Oh, is this Rap? Rap is making me mad. Oh, I should have sold at 7 when I was at 1,000 on Rap. I never actually saw it trade. Wow, it went up to 7. I never actually saw the exchange when I looked be at 7. I mean, it was very quick, wasn't it? But the few days after went all the way up to sort of 450. But yeah, it's been a very, very painful journey down. I mean, the rate of going down is sort of one of the worst. I mean, it's, if you look at the percentage terms, since that sort of high of $7, if you want to take it from that high, over 133 days, it's down 82%. And if you want to take it from the high of $4.60, it's down 74% in 128 days. That's really not good, especially for a company that seemed like it was performing really well. So I'd love to get an update on that. Maybe we'll ask Martyn to see if we can interview the CEO again, and see any progress. But it's coming up to levels that we haven't seen for a while. The first level of support might consider dollar cost averaging it back into it as a 115, and the next would be just under that $1 mark. As seen from previous support. Remember, this is actually on the RSI. It's very, very oversold. So we can have a sudden bounce at any level that we are at now. And if we look at the weekly, we're not oversold yet, but we're really quickly approaching that oversold territory. So maybe if we get down to 115, it'll be severely oversold. So it might be an entry price about that 115 level, or even levels that we're in now. Might be an area to start DCing into Wrap if you believe in its future. Let's quickly look at Asti. I hate looking at Asti because I have to keep zooming into this chart, which goes up to like millions of dollars. It's like, where is the price now? Let's see if our chart analysis is coming to be. So yeah, we did, as we saw, we broke support. As I've been saying, well, it came all the way down to 10 cents, but I think it can go all the way down to 9 cents. I guess it's another 10% move down. So yeah, I think that's my target, just around that 9 cents level. Trying to get another double bottom again. It might be a sort of a W structure, not exactly, but it'll be levels where you go up and try and hold it as a double bottom. If you don't hold that 9 cents, then it's really not looking good for Asti. But you'll probably have at least a bounce at that 9 cents level, and try and get a sort of 100% move at least on that trade when it comes down to about that. Sorry, when it comes down to that 9 cents level. I hope I didn't say a dollar. Let me show you what that trade would look like. It would look something. Did someone update it? Oh, it's still 1-0 to England. 1-0 to England. Thank you, Bats. Wow, it's been 1-0 for it. Seems like I haven't missed much. So that sounds slightly boring. But yeah, that's what the trade would look like, something like that. Either taking profit, yeah, I mean, something like that is what the trade would look like. Very low risk here. Just leaving enough space for your stop loss in case there is any volatility at that sort of 9 cents level, and trying to get it back up to that 19 cents level. But yeah, as expected, remember we spoke about it here. Profits were taken the next day at 19 cents, and we're waiting for that level again. Okay, no, we've got one more request, Vaz, and then we'll be ending the show. Luna, thank you, Vaz, for your super chat. Thank you for keeping me live, even though I can smell dinner, and I'm actually not cooking today, so my wife doesn't want me to be late for that. End of match, 1-0 England. Thank you, Vaz. That's good news. But also, I was expecting a bit more from England. Huge day for SPCE tomorrow. And Luna, is it at a bargain?
Vaz donated £1.99 through a super chat. And LUNR, is it a bargain now? A-OK hand.
Thank you, Vaz. Is it a bargain now? Who knows? Was this the flight that we covered when they landed on the moon? What's the market cap? 483. Is it a bargain? If a bargain, probably not. Not in my opinion. Chart-wise, it's not looking brilliant at all, to be honest. You've come down a downtrend. You've tested support as resistance. You've gone below your moving averages. You've gone below your next level of support. It looks like you're on your way down to $2.67. So the question was, is it a bargain now? Not in terms of a chart, unfortunately. What else can we have? I mean, the RSI, is it even oversold? I don't think it would be. No, it's in the bearish control zone. That's on the weekly, and your MACD is looking pretty bad, gaining momentum to the downside. Let's go to the daily. Yeah, MACD is looking bad. Oh, you are oversold on the RSI, so you might expect a bounce. Where would we see that bounce? Where would we see a bounce? Maybe. If you're expecting just a quick trade, very quick trade, for maybe a bounce to get it out of the oversold territory and a test of previous resistance. Did I do that right? Let me make sure my Fibonacci is at the right place. Something like that. Remember, when you break resistance, you normally go back and test it. When you break support, you normally go back and test the resistance line and make sure it is resistant. So the daily RSI is oversold. So that's why there might be a bounce. There doesn't have to be a bounce, even if you're oversold, but there might be a bounce. So yeah, you might get a bounce early next week around this $3.77 and taking profits at $4.45. Again, you might think that's really small gains. That's 17%. You might make that in a week, when you might be trying to make that in a couple of years of the S&P, or 1.5 years, based on the average. So might get a bounce, and then that might just lead to something like this occurring, where you get a bounce to the $4.48, and then coming back down to the real buy zone, where I might start saying it might be a bargain at $2.67. and then again $2 will be its all-time lows. So that's my thoughts on LUNR. So let's quickly see your comments and start ending the show, unless we get another super chat, and then I'll have to stay longer and explain it to my wife. For the shorts, end of match 1-0. Thank you, Vaz. Radiant Smile, thinking about forming a. How many likes do we have? We haven't even checked the likes this show. Let me refresh that. 41 likes, 25 watching. Absolutely amazing. I didn't do hit the like button if you haven't already, but that's an amazing amount of likes. Thank you so much for everyone for supporting the show. 10 p.m. dinner. Yes, Vaz, I always have very late dinners. A bit late, but it's very late. Actually, very normal for me. When do I normally have dinner? Between 8:30 and 10, I guess. Sometimes I finish the show at 12 and I've got a sandwich waiting for me in the fridge. um, the shuttle needs a new brake pad, says Spitzer. Dang, I was going to super chat. Oh, wait, enjoy it. Stacey Bailey, go ahead. If you. I'm sure. What time did you put it in? I think we've got some time. If you want to do a super chat, then let me know. But if it's a whole crypto coin review, then I probably can't. But if you do want a super chat, go ahead, Stacey. I do have a little bit of time to play with. Ed Spitzer, shuttle on no way bargain. Wait a month. The Red Mountain looks like it's prepping for at least a week or. I'm not buying wrap anymore. They're too close to $1, and they were informed by the Nasdaq they aren't compliant. I'm down 10,000 with wrap. I'm down 10,000 with SPCE. Radiant Smile. I'm so sorry. I'm also down 10,000 with PSNY Polestar. I don't even know what to say. That is very upsetting to hear, and I hope don't chase it back. Might be time to take a break. I don't know how how much it is of your base and your whole portfolio. I don't want to know, but I'm just saying, do be careful. No, sir, I can totally wait until next week. Seriously enjoyed it. Thank you so much, Stacey. Very kind. Very much looking for market open tomorrow. We all are. Thank you, Sensei. Asti, yes, we did have a look at Asti. Enjoy the late dinner. What's on the menu? Jacket potatoes, beans, and cheese. I know, very, very exciting. Sensei, thank you for the live show. It's much appreciated. James, thank you for popping in. Thank you again for your support. Ed Spitzer, Boink. Want to have a look at Boink Coin? My wife says, "Why were you late for dinner?" I'd say because we're looking at Boink. Let's have a look. Boink USDT. Can't believe it's still trading. No rug pull yet. Oh, it's not. Oh no, Boink. Thanks, Sensei. Did I miss FSRN? We did a quick chart analysis on it. If you do want to go back and see previously in the video, didn't spend any time on the news, unfortunately. If you are in the Discord, there will be some news on. I think on the Discord, someone has sent in about their financials. No, I can wait for enjoy your dinner. Thank you very much, Stacey. No Boink. 10 p.m. is an okay time for dinner, Sensei. Thank you, James, for not thinking it's weird. Then 12 p.m. for some supper. Very British. Yes, that's very British, isn't it? I know, right? I thought it was a goner. So did I, Ed. The markets continue to surprise. Hello, good evening, Matthew. I've been cooking goulash for tomorrow. Interesting. I'd love to try a goulash, Vaz. I would try and bring it up as a joke, but it's going. I would bring it up as a joke, but it's still going. Yeah, I know. Can't even joke around. It's probably done better than most investments. James, I'm on the special brew today. Oh, the special brew. New tea, is it? I love the tea talk between James and everyone. Anyway, England won the football. We did some good trading. Looked at some charts. It's been a fun Sunday, so thank you again for all tuning in. I'll be back here next week. And then actually I'm taking a few weeks off. I've got a couple holidays planned. but hopefully I might get some videos out for you guys. But next week we'll be here as normal. FSRN still to come. No, we've done FSRN. Happy wife, happy wife, happy life, Sensei. I know, I keep telling myself that every day. It's one motto to go by. Thank you all for tuning in. I'll be ending the show now. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments under the show and I can always try and get back to you. Until next time, take care of yourselves and each other.